Hello, welcome to the United Stand. A bit of breaking transfer news for you. Yerry Mina is close to a Manchester United transfer. I read Carrick fans' tweet actually. I'd rather have Toby Alderweireld than Yerry Mina. I'd rather have a Toby Carvery than Yerry Mina. And for those people outside the UK, a Toby Carvery is a nice Sunday dinner you can get all week, all day for about £5. I'd rather have one of them than Yerry Mina, if I'm totally and utterly honest with you. He is not inspiring, and I'm hoping that there's more smoke here than there is at a dodgy barbecue, because this has got to be a smokescreen for Alderweireld or Harry Maguire, because Yerry Mina to Manchester United, it doesn't make any sense. There's loads of reasons it doesn't make any sense. And smokescreen says Peter B, and I hope you're right, Peter, because the reality is that this is not the right signing to make. And look, if we sign him, I'll back him. I didn't really want Matic, as people will always tell me. I didn't really want Matic. I felt he was a bit slow, and he did okay. But Matic isn't Yerry Mina. Yerry Mina is... look, Manchester United need I think when this transfer window started, a lot of you wanted a centre-back. And I was like, left-back's what we need. 2 midfielders, maybe a right midfielder, then a centre-back. I never really was mad about us getting a centre-back. And as the summer's grown on, I think a lot of you have been quite right. And as Emil says, 3-5-2 means that we probably do need another centre-back. So I'm okay with that. But what I think we all agree on with the centre-back was, and the brief that we've had about this centre-back is that Jose is looking for an experienced centre-back to lead the back line. So you start thinking about Alderweireld. Harry Maguire doesn't necessarily fit into that category, but he is experienced and he has played a lot of games. Now, Harry Maguire's played 38 games last season, every single game for Leicester in the Premier League. Yerry Mina's played 5 games for Barcelona since January, and on the previous 2 years for Palmeiras, played about 30 games. So he's hardly played. His domestic pedigree, as I keep telling people, is a joke. It's rubbish. He's no leader. He's not experienced. He is not what we need as a centre-back. What he did do is score 3 goals in a World Cup, and that concerns me, as I've been saying for a long time. Signing players on a decent World Cup is not what Manchester United should be doing. The signings we needed to make this summer were experienced. Well, not even experience is the wrong word, actually. I retreat from that statement. We didn't need experience. What we needed was better than what we've got. What we needed was pedigree. You don't need to be experienced for that. Dybala's pedigree, and he's mid-20s. So, we needed pedigree at Manchester United this summer. Yerry Mina doesn't give anything like that. I mean, we're apparently selling Rojo. Is Rojo worse than Yerry Mina? No, he's not. He actually is not. Barcelona spent £11 million on Yerry Mina in January. He's played 5 times, and we're going to spend 35 million on him. That is a 300% increase on value for 3 goals in a World Cup. I can't see why we're in for him. It has to be a smokescreen. I've even got people saying, who is Yerry Mina? Well, he's Colombian. He's 24 in September. He's 6'4". He done sod all up until the World Cup where he scored 3 goals. And now apparently he's close to a Manchester United move. I must just say, where's this coming from? So it's coming from RMC, who are a sports news outlet, and it's also coming from Duncan Castles, who has been quite accurate this summer. So Ali's just asked, how reliable is the report there? RMC is saying it's close, and Duncan Castles is saying that Manchester United are considering the move. I would hope that it is a smokescreen to push Maguire closer to United or Alderweireld closer to Manchester United. Duncan Castles also mentioned Jerome Boateng, and I've got to be even-handed here and say that I would rather go to the Toby Carvery and have that. In fact, I'd rather listen to Robson and Jerome than have Jerome Boateng. People won't know who Robson and Jerome is. Google it. Actors, crap singers, did an album. You wouldn't want to listen to it. But anyway, so I don't want Jerome Boateng either, because I think he's slow, injury prone, and I think he's 30, so I don't want him. But I definitely don't want Yerry Mina. And as I said, it's a bit like Rebic. I know a few of you mentioned Rebic. Rebic is a World Cup player with no pedigree away from the World Cup. Mina is a World Cup player with no pedigree away from the World Cup. To have nothing against those. And then also, I'm going to take a stab in the dark here and say that Yerry Mina's English is probably not that good. I don't know why I predict that, but I guarantee it's probably not that good. So again, you've got a language barrier with your centre-backs when we're trying to be organised. And also, Yerry Mina is a Lindelof signing. again, it's one for the future. He's not going to be ready. I can't. You know what? The more I talk about this, the more this is a load of nonsense, isn't it? Let's be honest. We are not signing him. We're not signing him. We can't sign him. Poor lad. But we can't be signing him. It makes no sense for Manchester United to sign Yerry Mina at all. We are going into a season where we have got a lot of negativity around the club. There's a lot of concern around the club. And this signing would slap and stink of desperation in the last week of the transfer window, really, wouldn't it? Oh, we need to sign a centre-back. We need to sign somebody. Who? Barcelona, we've got Yerry Mina. He can't pass the ball. He's crap, but he had a good World Cup. Let's sign him. So, yeah, I mean, let me talk about Yerry Mina. I mean, the bits I've seen of him in the World Cup, to be fair, which you shouldn't judge anyone on the World Cup, but he only played 5 times for Barcelona. I didn't see any of them games. But from what I read around in the last couple of hours from the Barcelona press and from Barcelona fans on social media, they'd be very happy for him to go for 35 million because it's, like I say, they spent 11 million on him 6 months ago. He's not very good on the ball. He's got quite a few mistakes in him. I'm tempted to say he's the Colombian Phil Jones. We've already got one of those. We certainly do not need 2. So, look, I'm joking about it at the moment because I genuinely can't see how we're going to do a deal like this, but it would be a bad deal. It would be a bad deal on many ways because it's not the experienced centre-back or pedigree centre-back that we need. He's got no pedigree in domestic football. He has scored 3 goals in a World Cup. He's good from corners. He would not be the finished article. He would need a lot of work. And we've already got 2 centre-backs who I believe in who need that work. And that is Lindelof and that is Bailly. So this is a bad desperation signing. And if United make it, I'm sorry, all this positivity that we're getting coming out in the last 24 hours about the club backing Mourinho, about the signings being there if they want him to, this would totally and utterly fly in the face of that because it's a desperation signing. It is not the right sort of signing that we need. What if we need Daniel Dehar? I'm sorry, mate. You need to get with what happens on this program. We don't go straight to the live comments just because you're putting capital letters out. We've read a few already. I'll now read some now, which is the normal focus for the show. Please listen. So, what if we're going to play a back 3? Is quite a common thing from the live comments in there, and everyone would take Manolas over Mina. Says haha banter. Exactly, Manolas would be a good signing. I don't know why we don't get linked to Manolas or Koulibaly. If we are, Jenny Smith says, shut up, he's a good defender. Jenny, I take it that you've spent the last 3 years in Colombia then, because that's about the only place you would have seen Yerry Mina play. Do your research, Jenny, please, instead of talking nonsense, because we don't judge people on the World Cup on this channel. It's very naive to do that. Demba, Kleberson, the Senegalese players, Liverpool bought. You don't buy people with no background other than a good World Cup. Jonathan Reed said he's 6'4", so there we get. Jenny, it's fine. I love you too. I just want Sandro, says J Rules. Look, if we're going to play 3 centre-backs, why sell Rojo? Rojo can play left-sided centre-back with Lindelof behind him and Bailly to the right. And you've got Jones and Smalling. It's not going to happen, says Sagar. Happening. Christopher says it's a good signing. Our board is a joke, says Andrew M. I must just let you know as well that Jose Mourinho, please do drop a like on the video. I know you like the videos off the phone, and I can tell you that you're going to really like the next few days after tonight, because I've got a little bit of surprise for you. Goldbridge is off on holiday, but the phone's coming with me, so we'll be doing lots and lots of these types of videos. So make sure you are liking the videos, obviously, but make sure you are subscribed and make sure you've clicked your bell with your notifications on, because I'm going to be doing a lot of videos like this, reacting whilst on holiday, getting my feet up, few cocktails, but phone in pocket. If something happens, I'll be there at the bar. I'll be live. So make sure you've got your notifications on, click your bell and subscribe. Jose Mourinho has come out and said that he's only expected to, he only expects to get one more signing. He'd like more, but most managers expect that. It's no drama. I only expect one more signing. What a joke. What a shambles that is. And I think, you know what I think that is? I think that's Jose Mourinho bowing down to what the club is saying to him, which is, we're not happy. We're not happy with your negativity. We pay your wages. And if you want to stay at this club, you need to wind your neck in, Jose. Because I think Jose was pushing it I think Jose was pushing it quite rightly. I think in relation to the transfers, and he's moaning about that, I've always agreed that he's right about that. I think he was pushing it, and I think that some of his negativity around other things like Valencia and Martial were uncalled for, and I think that's caused a bit of problems. But I thought Jose Mourinho was right to push it about the transfers, and it's now Robson and Jerome from Soldier. You're right, you got that. Andrew Ellis, spot on. So I think he's right to have pushed it about the transfers. But now he's coming out and saying, I only expect one more. I wanted more, but it's no drama. One more. One more bloody transfer. And it's okay, it's no drama. Come on. Come on. Call a spade, Jose. One more. I don't count Phil and Grant, the reserve goalkeeper, as a signing because it just allows Pereira to go on loan. He'll never play. I don't count Dalot as a signing because he's a young lad that we got a year early rather than face a battle to get him because other clubs wanted him. The only one that I think that counts as a signing is Fred, and he's a good signing. So effectively, we've signed one player this summer, we've sold Daley Blind, and we're going to get one more. 2 signings this summer is a joke, an absolute joke. And again, I hope it's a smokescreen because we are going to sign at least 2 more. Because I was told that 2 weeks ago, we're after 3 signings. We want to get 2, hopefully 3. And it's coming down because we're dealing badly in the transfer window. Davey86 says, guarantee we sign Tommy Alderweireld. Stop trying to spread Jose negativity. Sky Sports even saying it's a show from Jose. Davey86. I love the fact, Davey, that you love Jose Mourinho. It's great. This channel is all about having different opinions. But I'm not spreading negativity about Jose Mourinho because I back Jose Mourinho. And if you weren't a new viewer to the show, you'd know that. I always have backed Jose. He deserves 3 years. But what I've said a few times over the last few days is don't criticise Manchester United fans for being negative. Because why the hell should Manchester United fans be positive because a few top Reds like you are telling them to be positive? They've got ears, they've got eyes, and our manager, every time he goes in front of a camera in the last couple of weeks, has been negative. Telling us we're in trouble next season. Telling us we've got no players fit. Telling us the US tour's a waste of time. Telling us he doesn't think we're going to get any signings. You go off what you see as evidence, and the best evidence out there at the moment is the manager of Manchester United being negative about everything. So if fans are negative and worried, have a pop at Mourinho. I back Mourinho, and he should be the manager for next season. But don't have a pop at Manchester United fans for being negative. I'm fed up of seeing this on social media, actually. Fans, top Reds. I'm a top Red. Telling other people to stop being negative. They're being negative because the manager's being negative. If he's positive tonight after the Real Madrid game, you'll see a change in the positivity from Manchester United and fans and me. Miles Pardew says Glazers and Woodward out. I mean, at the end of the day, in all seriousness, if Jose Mourinho is telling you that we're in trouble at the start of the season, he's got no players, he can't prepare, what are we supposed to do? Totally ignore that and say, it's fine. And as for Sky Sports saying it's a show, they obviously haven't followed Jose Mourinho for as long as I have, because Jose Mourinho doesn't fake how he feels. He can't help himself. And when he talks about Anthony Martial, he wanted to keep his gob shut about that, but he couldn't help having a pop at him. He wanted to keep his gob shut about Valencia, but he couldn't help having a pop at him. Mourinho's not faking anything. He's frustrated. Do you listen to Nirvana? Says KTT. I haven't listened to Nirvana for a long time. I like a couple of their songs. Any chance this guy could turn out to be a Bay? Says Svi Mello. What? Potentially good, but always injured. Get rid of Rojo, buy Mina. After that, get rid of Jones and buy Toby. When Jose walks away, we get Yardim, says Christopher. Willian hasn't turned up for Chelsea training, said Jamie. Don't panic, Mr. Mannering, don't panic, said Jamie. He's had passport issues. He wants to stay at Chelsea, and he'll probably sign a new contract. Where am I going on holiday, says Peter B. You'll find out. You're going to find out, aren't you? You'll find out when I get there. But there is an 8 o'clock show tonight. There is a watch-along tonight, and there is a match reaction tonight, and there is Transfer Daily. So that's all that matters, really. You're not going to lose any content from the United Stand. We're still going to be doing it. All I would say is just make sure that you are subscribed and you've got your bell clicked and for all notifications, because I am going to be doing sporadic live videos. Live videos. I'm going to be doing live videos. What's life all about? Is there a life after? No, I'm going to do sporadic live videos. And I think it's going to be very busy over the next week anyway. So, yes. Mina followed Manchester United on Instagram. I've said my bit on him. Do not want him. Shaka says, I'd be happy if United signed a centre-back and a left-back and don't sign no right winger. Left-back would massively improve. I'd rather we trust in Bay and Lindelof, but if we bring in Maguire, Alderweireld, then a back three we should play. Do you think we will put out a strong side today, says Degri Fuso? I don't think we've got anything like us. I'll tell you what, it's an American statement as well. Let's get tonight done and get the hell out of Dodge. You know, this US tour has been a bloody nightmare, hasn't it? For fans, for Mourinho, for Manchester United, it's just been a disaster. And let's just get this game done, get the Bayern Munich game done, and focus on Leicester, because at the end of the day, we've got to get 3 points there. And the end of the transfer window, let's focus on that. Kartikeya says, is Yerry Mina good enough? I would say no. For those who have joined late, Yerry Mina cost Barcelona £11 million 5 months ago. Manchester United are going to spend £35 million on him, apparently. That is an increase 3 times his value. All he's done in them 5 months is play 5 games for Barcelona and score 3 goals in a World Cup. His passing's not good, he's not the finished article, and he's got lots of mistakes in him. He is not the pedigree centre-back that Manchester United need to sign. It is a desperation signing if we sign him, or the smokescreen fed to the media to put a bit of pressure for Maguire or Alderweireld deals to come through. But we cannot be making... Well, we can make this signing, of course we can. If we make this signing, then it just confirms what a lot of the doubters are saying, that we've messed this transfer window up badly, and we're now making desperation signings at the end. The reports have come from RMC and Duncan Castles, Zakia. This is Real Madrid's first pre-season game tonight, Peter B. It is, so their fitness level shouldn't be that good. This summer is up there with 2013. Failure to prepare, prepare to fail. Brilliant comment by Johnny White. Fail to prepare and you prepare to fail. And we haven't prepared. And Jose Mourinho would admit that. He would admit that. Let's take some of your questions while I'm here. Once Jose has full confidence in the players and believes he can win against all the other teams, then he shall be more attacking, says Akib. Yeah, that's never going to happen, is it? I'm only going on holiday for a week, Kieran, but you're not going to miss out on anything, so don't worry about that. Real Madrid preview, says Ghost What? No, I said last night, not going to do it. I'm doing a Skype show tonight at 8 o'clock, though, so really want to take your calls at 8 o'clock tonight. And then 1 o'clock in the morning, we've got the watch-along, which is going to be good. Lawrence Azar says it'll be a huge mistake to sign Mina. If anything, we should sign Toby. And I would rather one big signing rather than getting Mina and some other average player. Turn and Clerk, and if you listen to what Jose Mourinho said, if Mina is the signing, then that is the signing. He only expects one more. Real Madrid preview, I can do it in a sentence for you, Jill. It's 1 a.m. tomorrow morning, so about 11 hours time. We'll be live at 8 o'clock, and we'll be live for that with a watch-along. And I can't even predict the team because we've got so many injuries. But we will be live at midnight tonight, Luke McDermott. You've got that one spot on. We'll be live an hour before kick-off tonight. I personally think Jose is playing mind games, says Mark Fox. Flex is back. Yeah, Flex is back from Jamaica. He's landed today. Andres Pereira is our best player. I agree with you there, Salim. Would you rather support Man City or Liverpool, says Jenny. I'd rather go and have a Toby Carver and listen to Robson and Jerome. Match time, please, says Abinash. The match time is 1 a.m. UK time. 1 a.m. UK time. So it's 3 p.m. UK time now. So it's in 10 hours time. Will Jose start 3-5-2 versus Leicester? I hope so. The board have let us all down. We should have spent the money and it's not happened, says Michael Hubbard. Pulisic would be a great signing, says Annika. Yeah, if anybody hasn't seen Transfer Daily, please go and watch it after this. It's only 10 minutes long. Talking about all the right midfield options that we could go for, and the Pulisic. Got a bit of information on Pulisic, actually, so make sure you watch Transfer Daily if you haven't seen this one. Anyway, I'm live back at 8 o'clock tonight. A quick one on Yerry Mina. Give us your thoughts below. What do you think about it? Smokescreen, reality, if it happens, what does it mean? Does that shambolic? Do you think he's good enough? I really think it's a bad signing if it happens, but it's all about opinion, and what's yours? Make sure you go and watch Transfer Daily if you want the latest on Pulisic. And 8 o'clock tonight is the Skype show. And then later on, we've got the watch-along for Real Madrid. So loads going on. And as I said, make sure you subscribe and get your bell on to get all notifications when we go live, because you're going to get a lot of content over the next week. But it's all going to be live off my phone. I'll speak to you soon. Thanks for watching.